Hello farmers, welcome back to Hinterland. Just finished giving the cows water and feed because at the end of September, I usually feed them around 7, 8 o'clock at night and they've been fine. But now that we got 20 more cattle in the barn, when I slept overnight last month, they ran out of water. So now it's 11 o'clock at night. Let's see if they can get through the evening. We're sitting at $30,000. I did take care of the potato production building. I had to do the whole thing of selling the building and then just replacing it back down. I brought all the potatoes over as well. The one thing I always forget, when you sell a building and it's got material in it, it will automatically sell the material that's inside the building. So I got the money for the potatoes that were in the production building. So I didn't have to do anything with that. But I think we're all set. Anything else I did? I mean, I cleaned up the farm a little bit, put some tractors and equipment away. Nothing really too special there. I'm going to be kind of interested to see because we did pay a good amount off the loan once again. We're sitting at $30,000. We're just going to call it $30,000. I'm going to bed later than usual, but let's see how much money I lose overnight now. November, 8 o'clock. It's going to be probably right at sunrise because, you know, wintertime, that happens. And let's see here. All right, so, yeah, we lost about maybe 12 grand overnight in that short time, but not as bad. Let's see how much money we saved on interest. Don't look at the money that we're making per day. That's going to be a little bit off because selling production buildings, replace them back down, that will do some weird things. But we went from 23,166 down to 21,116. So if we do well today and pay some more for loan, can I get that loan down below $20,000 a month? It's looking pretty good. We still owe $6.3 million. And I was kind of looking at our stock market, if you will. We got over $3 million worth of material in stock. Yeah, our goal is to have the loan paid off by the end of next season, which is kind of a long shot, but I think the more we get closer to it, the more it looks like it might be kind of possible. So the first thing I noticed when I woke up this morning is I didn't get any notifications saying, please take care of your animals. So I don't think we got any newborns, and we didn't run out of material anywhere. I did put down a couple extra. I brought too many bales of grass over for the sheep, but okay, they took all the extra that was here. You're just sleeping, right? I'm sure you're just sleeping. They got a good amount of wool here. I'm not in a rush to bring it over because, yeah, we didn't really have that much cotton this year, so I think we're gonna run out of cotton before we run out of wool. I could, before anyone's, well, maybe someone's already said it by the time you see this video, I could actually grow cotton in those greenhouses over there. I'd rather not go that route. I know I did in Solyndra, but I don't want to do that here. All right, so how much slurry do we got here? That's like a full tanker, so that's not too bad to bring on over. I should have some TMR left in here from last night, which I do. So we'll give them that. They could use some straw. You're not out of straw, are you? I hope you didn't run out of straw. No, they got straw in there. This doesn't look like that much. That's kind of key because that creates solid manure. And we need that solid manure and slurry to bring over to the BGA, of course, to make the cash. We'll turn this off here in just a second. Let's go over here. And how much water do you have left after 11 o'clock? So down to about 10,000 liters. So yeah, 10, 11 o'clock at night seems like what I have to do to keep the the cows happy on their water consumption. Another thing I know I need to do today as well is the coffee beans. That probably ran out of liquid fertilizer, so I'll have to put some more into there. Not that big of a deal. Open up, please. Open. Thank you. Let's go start filling this up with water. The slurry tanker, that must be over at the BGA. So to make my trips count, of course, I think the grain trailer's over here. But we're going to fill that up with manure. Oop, not into the tank. Alright, we can drop that off. That'll fill on up. I did bring milk over last night to the flavored bottling milk company. I'm glad I did because I realized I got soybeans in there, but I did not have the soy milk activated, so that's up and going. I started filling this up last night. We'll start filling this up again. And we'll drop that off. So we got some things to do today, of course. Oh, how is our fields doing? Looks like the grass has grown. I need to set off a tractor, either the John Deere or the JCB, to spread some lime in that field. The oilseed radish has grown, and it's already ready for harvest. So, yeah, you're not really harvesting it. I'm just going ahead and probably plow it or cultivate it right back in. So I'm going to be interested to see if the nitrogen value, how much it goes up. And what that does to crop rotation, I don't know. Because in crop rotation, it doesn't show that crop as an option. But we're doing that field as a test to see what oilseed radish does with precision farming and also crop rotation. Alright, let's see how much manure we got here. Of course, I could just easily just, go up to the manure pit and see how much we got. So even though we really don't have that much field work today to do, there is plenty of work to do on the farm in November. The grass fields are also probably ready for cutting, and we're going to do semi-dry grass to get bigger bales. How much straw bales do I have? 230 out of 250. That's a good amount of straw. I could bring some over to the straw production. Hay we're doing at 140 bales, and that that should get us through winter. Here, let's see, we got grass silage 38. That's going to get better. We do actually have 91 bales of grass, which are going to be fermented into, silage. And then over here, all these bales here, which is 77, that's got to be taken out this month as well and wrapped for silage also. So looks like we're doing good on the food for the winter. Looks like we're going to be all set there. Looks like we emptied all the milk out of the cow barn, so I don't know how much is in that tanker, but it's not 60,000. So we're up to 68,000 liters of manure, and usually per month I was getting like 50. So now with the 20 additional cows, it looks like we're getting like 1,000 liters per cow-ish. That seems like it should be actually less than that per month. Because we got more than 60 cows at this point, I think. I'm not too sure. So we're bringing the manure over. We'll grab the slurry tanker. We'll fill up the coffee bean greenhouse. That's very important. And then we'll, start grabbing some slurry out of the cow barn. And while that's doing that, I gotta look at the stock market to see what's for sale. What should I be selling today? I would like to pay off another 300,000. I mean, our goal is to pay off $100,000 every month, which should be okay. I mean, we should get a good amount of money from the manure and slurry this month, as we do every month. Yeah, the frame rate over here just tanks every time I get near that shed. I'm not saying it's the shed causing the problem, but the minute I look away from it, the frame rate goes up quite a bit. Which is weird because it didn't do it the first time, the first while I had it. Actually, while that's unloading, it's going to take a second. Let's go to here. What is eggs in November? I got a good amount of eggs. I mean, I could get $10,000 from the eggs. That's not too bad. Let's see. Let's go on down here. Not liquid fertilizer. Oh, yeah, we got the potato production I got to do. I could sell the sawmill stuff. Coffee beans is, it's not a great price. And yeah, the milk, not really a great price either. So maybe we won't get down to $6 million on the loan this month. But things can change. Things can change for sure. Now let's grab this. This should be empty. Oh yeah, and while I'm over here, let me spin around. And we got to put some potatoes in here. So all the potatoes have been brought over, except for maybe about 10,000 liters of potatoes are still in the silo. All the potatoes have been brought over here to the silo bunker. And yeah, we got, should be 320,000, but I think some have leaked out. Let's come over to here. Ooh, it is framey as can be over here. As you can see, I got the low boy over there picking up the pallets of potatoes as they come out, because this thing shoots them out rapidly. So a 10,000 liter bucket, so that means I can put 4 buckets in there. I guess kind of a good thing that happened was when I sold the old potato production to bring this in, I've spilt some potatoes through the times, and I got to pick those up, so... I do love using this bucket, the 10,000 liter bucket. I want to say it was FS17. There was a mod I used, and I believe it was a Caterpillar wheel loader with a bucket on it front, and it had a 20,000 liter capacity. And boy, that thing weighed a lot once you got a full bucket in there. And I did that for silage at a BGA. But of course now, with the belt systems that we got, we can always... I'm pretty sure you've seen a lot of creations out there of people using belts to automatically fill things. It's not going to take us long to process these potatoes, as long as I can come over here. Ooh, getting another truck, like someone said, getting another truck would be a nice thing. Because right now I got the truck over at the cow barn doing the slurry milk water thing. Having another truck being able to use the lowboy and take care of these production buildings over here would be nice, but I'm so focused now on the part of trying to reach our new goal of paying off the loan by the end of next season. I don't want to spend $100,000 on a truck. Unless one comes up for sale used. What do we... I did not know this was in here. I honestly did not know. This is actually from the Maizeplus mod. How much horsepower is that? 500 horse. It's a man truck. How much is that? 50,000. You know, it's only 50,000. So we'll hopefully that stays in there long enough. All right, so that's up and running. Ooh, frame me over here. Let's get the slurry tanker back over. And we got to put 3,000 liters of liquid fertilizer in here. Just 3, not 30. 3,000. We got plenty of liquid fertilizer on the other side. Now I got to be careful because I can't empty out material out of this. So I don't want to overfill it. So maybe I'll just grab one pallet, which is 2,000 liters, and just put that in there and do that every time. And this grass field is... Did the grass grow? Yes, it is ready for harvest. It's not the highest grass that you can see over here. That's how high the grass can get. So the yield won't be as great, but it is ready for harvest. And I don't want all that grass to go to waste. Yeah, let's open up the cover. And actually, it's only going to take from one pallet over there anyways, so I was going to stay far away because I didn't want it to load too much in, but it's only going to load up one pallet at a time. At least it should. So liquid fertilizer and slurry, kind of the same thing, so don't really have to wash out the tanker, I don't think. There we go. I saw the coffee bean trees, if you will, perk up in there, so they're all good. Oh, speaking of trees, yeah, I don't see our birch trees sprouting up, but it's only been a month. Maybe by the end of next month they will. The oak trees did not take long to sprout up, that's for darn sure. Open up the cover. I said open up the cover. Thank you very much. Alright, we'll let this fill on up. Let's grab the... Whoops. getting all mixed around here. Let's grab the JCBs. So you guys are doing well there. Yeah, I'm going to get the cows some, definitely some straw this month. But let's go grab the Bredal spreader with lime in it. We'll top that off, and we'll get a worker going in the new grass field, because that needs some love. It should be fine on fertilizer, but lime, it needs a little bit of touch-up. And there might be other fields that need touch-up as well, so we'll make sure the JCB stays working. Yeah, the sheep are definitely producing a good amount of wool now. I just thought I had more cotton in the spinnery than we currently have. So that's going to kind of hurt our clothing sale in April. Probably shouldn't open this up until I actually get to where I'm buying the line, but it's all good. So I still can't believe there was a truck for sale, but you know, I've had luck on the used store sale stuff. Now, someone did mention in on a Goldcrest Valley episode, just recently and before it's been mentioned, that I could go into the edit the XML file for the used vehicle stuff to get more things to spawn, which I do believe there's a mod out there for that as well. I saw it a long time ago, but yeah, I'm fine the way the used section goes. I don't know if you can edit the XML file to spawn things in there that you would prefer to have for sale. That's getting to be too much for me. No, I want to hire a worker here. Create job, field work. Do it here, and target position here. Yes, narrow that down, that's good. And go to work. So you can see now that's perfect, but if we walk over to here, it's bad. It's very, very bad. And even worse over here. So that's going to help us out. I'm pretty sure we're going to run out of lime at some point. Let's jump back into... Whoops. Got to be on that button. And jump... Well, close enough, I guess. Not the right vehicle, but this will do. I didn't think I had that much slurry in there. Do I have any... How much more do I got left? Oh, not even 1,000 liters left. Alright. But let's get this over there because we got to start making some cash, of course. Let me turn down the speed to ×3 for now. And sneak through here. And then while I'm over there, I got to empty out the potato production building so it keeps on rolling. All that potato stuff will go into storage. Maybe what I'll do is while we're over here is I'll bring the potato bags over to the storage area and we'll grab some of the sawmill stuff and sell that. We can buy ourselves the truck. And that'll be nice just to be able to cart things around over here. So a while ago, we used to bring this material over once every 2 months. Now every month we're bringing material over. Yeah, so how many cows do we actually have at this point? 20, 40, 60, 80. 2, 3, 4. Got 90 cows at this point. You guys are giving off milk. Oh, wait, 21 months old? You're probably not. But you're close. You're 49 months old. You're definitely producing milk. You're the newborns. You're 11 months old, so you got like another year before you produce milk. Okay. But the slurry and the manure from them alone is very helpful. I do apologize if it looks choppy in the videos. I haven't noticed it when I'm rendering the videos that it's as choppy as it is when I'm recording when I'm over here. Is that all you got? Is that all you got for me? I mean, it's still pretty darn good. Potatoes, potatoes. Yeah, that's all you got for me currently. So we'll bring these over. Put these in the storage. And then I'll have a look to see what we're selling. And where we got to go with it. From the sawmill. Which I emptied out last night. As you can see, not much has spawned there overnight. Well, it's a good amount, but it's not full like it always is. It could be that I just got way too many pallets in this building, which is making it drop the frame rates. But I've had it that full in the past and it didn't seem to be that big of an issue. Alright, because we want to buy that truck, or at least I want to. Where am I going here? Stock market. Drop on down. So the long planks are going to the restaurant, and prefab walls are going to the restaurant. So that alone there is going to give me almost 100 grand. So planks long and prefab walls. Prefab walls. We got 7 of them. And that alone there is probably going to be a full trailer. Which it is. Perfect. Part of me is also hoping that at some point maybe there's like one pallet in that storage building that's causing the frame rate to drop, and when I go to sell it, it'll fix all my problems. At least for the frame rate. Alright, to the restaurant, which is right here at the corner. If you do hear any background noise, it is hot in my room right now, so I got the windows open, and the local farm up my dead-end road, they're cutting grass, and they're making hay this week. There is one. Oh, I got enough money to go ahead and buy. Let's go ahead and buy that before it gets on. You know, someone takes it on us. What can we change on it? Oh, the license plate. We don't care about that. Yeah, let's go ahead and we'll buy it right now. And perfect. Now I got myself a second truck to help us move things around. But once again, I can't drive 2 trucks at once, though. At least if I got one truck on one side, one on the other, I can help move things around. But you know what's going to happen? I'm just going to end up with both trucks on both sides and still have issues. Did I say long planks? I think I said long planks are also going to the restaurante. Planks long. Yes, planks long. Only got 16 of those. Yeah, I'm kind of in the spawn point, so I apologize for that. I got 11 of them. Didn't spawn all 16 because, like I said, I was in the way of it. Long planks. And I'm going to try to grab some of the prefab walls that are at the sawmill. I was trying to say, aren't those long planks? Boy, the long plank, at a distance, the long planks and the wood beams kind of look like the same, just about. And let's come over here and grab these two prefab walls. And those other long planks, are these the planks or these wood beams? Those are the wood beams. And those are the long planks. And I can't really get my truck in there, so good enough. Let's go to the restaurante. And we'll sell these. And that is a good start on the money situation. I'm guessing the BGA is probably going to bring in like 100 some odd grand alone. So if I can find another 200 some odd grand somewhere, we can get that loan down to 6 million by the end of the month. And I don't know why I just drove right past the restaurant. I know the bakery is not going to take them. Alright, so that's almost $50,000 right there. Alright, now we can bring this over, and I can leave this truck over here. Looks like I got some more clothing that spawned overnight, which is great. Now I can leave this truck over here, and I can keep loading the potatoes out of the potato production. And I can keep that up and going. Actually, let me leave the truck actually off. We don't need it on. And how much is in there so I know how much to load? Oh, you're empty. You are empty. I'm glad I edited the XML file of this production building because I didn't edit the speed that it goes through the potatoes and it produces things. But if I remember correctly, this only used to hold 20,000 liters of potatoes. Now I've bumped up to 40 and also bumped up the size of the pallets. It used to be 1,000 liter pallets. Now they're 4,000 liters just because we were getting so many pallets. Let's see, let's load number one. Load number two. It's not going to take long to get through this 300,000 liters of potatoes that were over here. And if you're wondering how I got potatoes into a silo bunker, that is part of the Maizeplus mod. I think you can also put sugar beet in there as well, possibly. There we go. And we'll come over here and we'll grab that. Do we got more to spawn out? Yes, we do. So I might as well stay right here for a second. So on the trailer right now, we got 20,000 liters of premium potatoes, 12,000 liters of seed potatoes, and 4,000 liters of pig food. All right, let's go grab the new truck, shall we? And I do believe the man truck, doesn't it have like a PTO shaft and everything on the back as well? It does. That's the one good thing about the man truck. It does have a PTO shaft on the back. This was my go-to truck in Farming Simulator for a while. Then, of course, when a lot of mods started coming out. I mean, it's great to have a truck that you can just hook up a big trailer to and also use for some field work if you needed it to. And the repair status on this is not that bad. It's got 30 hours on it. But now it's, yeah, this is going to be nice having that other truck over there loading up the potatoes. Honestly, this truck should be the one doing it because the Volvo truck has more horsepower. Oh yeah, I can feel the horsepower difference. I mean, 500 horsepower, don't get me wrong, that's pretty nice. But of course, having 700 just a little bit better. It's going to get up to speed a little bit quicker. But this truck should be doing the potatoes, and the other truck should be the hauling back and forth. But since we just got this, I got to use it. I just don't want to have it parked over there doing, you know, in the future it will be, but for today, we're going to use it. I got to figure out where this milk needs to go. If both the production buildings, milk, the dairy, and the flavored bottling milk are at the same situation, I'd rather do the flavored milk just because we are making more with it, and I believe it's worth more. The butter and the cheese, I mean, we got good money from it, but that was like a year and a half, almost 2 years worth of milk and butter, and it didn't bring in as much money as the flavored milk can bring in. Brakes would be good. Come on, brake. There we go. Let's check our statuses here. And these are going to be both down here because these are both upgraded. How we doing on milk here? 94 out of 200. 92 out of... So they both got the same amount of milk into it. So we're just going to put this into the flavored bottling milk company. And because it's making oats, soy, chocolate, and strawberry. This trigger is a little bit triggering sometimes to get to it, but there we go. And while we're waiting for that to be unloaded, I'm going to just teleport over to here. Yeah, that thing produces material rather quickly. Back over to here. We are empty. All right, let's bring this trailer on back without trying to get stuck on the corner of the building. All because there's a ladder on that side of the tanker. All right. I mean, I shouldn't be that close to the building anyways, but... That's still bumpy there. We'll probably have, of course, this episode's November, but we'll probably have at least one more episode in November. And then, of course, we'll be kind of like jumping through December, January, and February, and then right into the next season. I do want to do some landscaping around here. I know I've said that quite a few times, but I would like to do the log cabin or our house, just a little bit, the farmhouse, you know, decorate around that a little bit. And I'm still trying to figure out, do I want to cut that grass this month or just wait until next year? But I think it might be a good idea to go ahead and cut it and do some semi-dry grass. We'll just leave that parked right there. I don't think there's going to be any more milk. Okay. 4,000 liters worth. We'll leave that there. let's go ahead because I am very curious. Where is my case magnum? Did I jump into it? All right, even though we just plowed that field and we planted the field with oilseed radish, it's time to plow it again to see what happens. How much fertilizer it actually does add with precision farming. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, because it's been, like I said, it's been a long time since I've done oilseed radish, but in the base game, I mean base game without precision farming, if you do oilseed radish in the field, it basically does a stage of fertilization is what it does. So if you're asking why not just put fertilizer, is this do one stage or two stages? I think it's just one stage, honestly. But do correct me if I'm wrong below, and you know. Is there crop damage with oilseed radish? No, there isn't. Okay. So let's see here. So it looks like nitrogen is right around 30. It's kind of going everywhere. In between 20 and 30. Let's just do the corner of the field here. Let's see, I'll use this bush right here, kind of a style. And just turn around, and we're at 15. Nitrogen level's at 15. Make sure I don't have allow create field on. No, we're fine. Alright, so the question is, with precision farming, does it actually go up or not? Alright, so we were at 15. Here's the bush. It's up. It went from 15 to 40. So, 25? Wait, is my math right? Yeah, 25. So it's going up 25 kilograms per hectare. Okay. So, I mean, it does actually work with precision farming. Looks like it's worth 25. A value number is 25, basically. So if your field's right at 0 and you do oilseed radish, it should go up 25. Is it worth it? I mean, it's interesting. Am I going to do it again here? Probably not. Because to me, I think it's just quicker to grab a solid fertilizer spreader and throw that down. Is it cheaper to do it this way? I don't know. It all depends on... I'm just trying to figure out, would it be cheaper? Because, I mean, you got the cost of diesel. But I do got my fuel consumption on high. I mean, I think you're flipping a coin there. But like I always try to say, we play the game to have fun. So sometimes you just do things just for the fun of it. Oh, so I also want to see is, when I go back into the field, because we're doing crop rotation as well, does it have oilseed as a crop in the crop rotation? Because it doesn't show it to us on the information page where we can kind of figure out what the rotation should be. Now, I am plowing this in, but I think my direct drill would do the same thing. I'm not sure though, so don't hold. I mean, I know the direct drill would, you know, destroy the crop and replant whatever I'm planting, but would it add the nitrogen value? Okay, so for crop rotation, as we can see, if I come over here and look at the bottom right hand corner, 2 harvests ago it was potatoes, and last harvest was cotton. Crop rotation does not recognize oilseed radish as a crop at all. So we just have to figure that into the equation when we plant here next year. Alright. So for those of you who are wondering, now we know. With precision farming and crop rotation, what oilseed radish does. It does add the fertilizer. But as for crop rotation, it means absolutely nothing. I was kind of hoping it would be like running a fallow field, because potatoes and cotton, just because I am curious, already got it on there. Potatoes and cotton. Looks like I was trying to figure it out. Wheat's not bad. Wheat, corn. Yeah, you can see all the crops. Nothing is fantastic. We got some that are just, we equal out. But looks like wheat or corn is what's going to be going in this field next season. Just because we get a little bit of an extra bonus. So probably wheat. Because we can use the wheat, of course, to do a whole bunch of stuff with. Oh, I did not see. Did my worker... I wonder if course play would keep going, or would it... Oh, you did stop. All right, so you did... Are you still in the vehicle? Or did you quit? They quit. All right, so I'm not paying for them, which is fine. So I'll have to come back over here and take care of that in just a moment. Let's finish up this field, and we'll finish up putting lime down in that field. And then, if I remember correctly, we put lime down in all the other fields on that side of the river. So I think those are good. Oh yeah, and I may have an announcement coming up here pretty soon. I'm still looking into something and see if I want to do it. But yeah, I'm like 85% sure it's something I'm going to give a try. So keep your ears peeled for an announcement coming soon. I mean, it's nothing that big of an announcement, but I know a couple people have asked about it, so maybe you'd be interested into it as well. I'm not too sure. I'm hoping within the next week I'll have something to come on out about it. Got a few more passes here. Yeah, I thought I was done with the plow. I washed it before I started recording, then I realized, oh, you forgot you planted oilseed radish and you can have something to do with it. But yeah, oilseed radish does grow in a month's time. It's kind of weird that it says ready for harvest. Because can you actually harvest that? Like I said, I haven't done oilseed radish in like forever. I don't think there's a sell point for it, but I mean, yeah, I think it just means it's a crop that it's ready to be put back into the ground, I guess. One thing for sure is I know the last time that I can remember currently that I did oilseed radish was actually an FS17 on Goldcrest Valley, which is a great series that we're doing here right now in FS22. Alright, so after all that, we did get a good extra amount of fertilizer into the ground here. But as for crop rotation, it doesn't help us out at all by resetting a field a little bit. So my personal opinion on oilseed radish for precision farming and crop rotation, I would, just my personal opinion, I just don't think it's worth it. Time-wise and all that. But I mean, if you're looking for something different to do and you just want to, do something different for fertilizer, then yeah, that can work out for you. Let's go grab the JCB. So that wasn't too bad. I almost got this entire grass field done with one load. Yeah, the pH value is so. I mean, it's good, but it's not the 100%. So I must have done it last season. Well, it looks like the far distant field up the hill was done not long ago. And someone did ask on Goldcrest Valley, because I was having a hard time with opening up and closing the covers. It's like, there's nothing wrong with buying all the material at the store and loading it that way. That's the way you should do it. And then when I got to load up 20,000 liters of lime, it's so much easier to do it this way. And I have found that Almatana's hut, the price coming out of here is pretty much almost the same, if not the same, as it would be if you were buying it from the store. There's other huts out there I've used in the past to where you get a discount because you're buying in bulk, but the discount was so much, which is, you know, can be great depending on how you want to go about your farming experience. I prefer try to keep it what you would get at the store. Maybe get a 5% discount for buying in bulk. I don't know. We all have our numbers that we would like to see. It's kind of like the hut that I put down on Goldcrest Valley recently, to where the income was, even on hard economy, although I didn't see where the price changed from hard economy to easy economy, to where the income from the huts were too much, and I didn't like it. There was like a few that said, "Oh, that's great, bring in that cash." And then most of you were like, "Yeah, that's too much." All right, so this field is all set. So this field's, of course, been direct drilled, perfect nitrogen, perfect pH value with the lime spreading. Actually, while I'm over here, I'll have a peek at this field here. It's okay, and since I got it, and we're right here, it's a small field. It won't take us too long to get this taken care of. Might want to use it all anyways. Probably wouldn't want lime sitting in your spreader throughout the winter. Probably get all clumpy from sitting in there. Yeah, so this field here is going to be wheat next year. It was either wheat or corn. I mean, yeah, you can plant anything, but I'm trying to get the most for our value on the land. Wheat and corn were 105% on the crop rotation, and everything else was either equal to or way less. Or I could just leave it fallow and then not plant nothing. Then the year after, I could probably just about plant anything in here that I wanted to. So yeah, we got to cut the grass still, and that's about it. Cutting the grass; that's going to be made into semi-dry grass, and then we're just going to wrap those right on up. I got all the bales in the shed that need to be wrapped. The conditioned grass that we made throughout the year. We don't want to keep that into our sheds throughout the winter. I'm just role-playing that a little bit because nothing's actually going to happen to the bales, but grass bales throughout winter probably would not do too well. We're up to $86,000 in the bank account. That BGA's bringing in about $16,000 to $20,000 an hour, somewhere around there. The sensors can't see that little spot right there. That's all right. Yeah, so a little bit of grass work, taking care of the animals. I got to give the cows some straw. And of course feed, water like we always do. And maybe sell some more products as well. I think it's going to be kind of hard to get the loan down to 6 million, but we'll try. It would be fabulous by the end of the year, meaning December, if we can get that loan down to 5 million, but that's not going to happen. But as long as we keep producing things like the flavored milk and all that stuff, when it comes time to sell that stuff, we're going to bring in a whole bunch of cash. And that'll do us just fine. Alright, we'll fold that on up. Bring that over here. I'll probably find a couple more fields to put lime down. Maybe the grass fields need it. But I think I'll probably get a little bit of work done in between episodes. Maybe I'll get the conditioned grass bales out of the shed and wrap those up. I don't really show that just because it's a mess when I do it. Because we use or at least I use the automatic autoloader to get the bales out. And then of course, when you unload it, it puts into a neat stack. The problem is, to get the wrapper into it, you got to basically move the bales around to wrap them on up. And I got 77 bales to do. Which would be fine if they were just laying in the field all separate, but it takes longer to separate the bales and then wrap them and move around and pick them back up and then put them into here. I will change the color of the wrapper. I don't know how many more orange wrappers that we got left in there, but I keep getting orange wrappers. Actually, I do need to feed the cows, so let's see, grass silage. I need a set of 4. Yeah, we're still getting orange ones, which is from last year. And of course, 2 hay bales. And that is what I need to get a good mixture into this. Yeah, we'll feed you ladies here in just a moment. And you'll also be getting some straw. I'll probably put some straw in there as well. I'll probably bring in a full trailer load or something like that. But anyways, that's going to do it for today, guys. Hopefully you guys did enjoy the episode. I do appreciate you watching as always. I'll catch you again right here in Hinterland. But until then, have a good one. This truck will come in handy.